You're back with I'm a Rant. This is DJ.
This is Val.
Yeah, that was strong, Val.
That was strong, Val.
Give
So
your
let me
disclaimer.
just go ahead and tell y'all right now that this may not be for you. And if it's not, poof, bitch, be gone.
So you guys, we're gonna play a game. It's a game of hypothetical questions that really gets a lot of them get really deep. So when we were talking about doing this, we did a mock up podcast about one of our first scenarios, and maybe I'll put it in now. And if I put it in, then I'll put it in like right here.
Okay.
And then I'll just let that play, and
Okay.
then I'll give them my answer. But in figuring this out, we didn't know if it would be, because us trying to do the first scenario took 12 minutes. It was
super duper funny,
and it was funny. But it took 12 minutes of trying to figure it out. And you know what? I'm not going to insert it. I'm just going to give it to them, and we'll just give
all right, go ahead.
So the question was,
and I'll tell them what I said.
Yeah, the scenario was, there are two birds, and this is by the way, this is the game that we're playing, the hypothetical questions game. It's just going to be called Let's Scenario. Okay. So the scenario was, there are two birds and two doors. One door leads to heaven, the other to hell. One bird lies, the other tells the truth. They both look the same and can't see each other. What would you do?
So of course I was in the dark. Okay. I had no idea. So basically what I came up with was, I was telling Dejour that you have to ask the birds a question. But I didn't
trip them up.
You had to try to like trip them up, so I wasn't sure what to ask. So of course I didn't know what the hell to do. I didn't know, because the bird that tells the truth is going to tell you the truth, but the bird that lies can also try to make you think that he's telling you the truth too.
Exactly.
So
exactly, and it was kind of hard. Rough. So we were trying to figure out, okay, maybe if we asked, because the birds can't see each other. I think they added that part in as a way to trip you up too. Because if they can't see each other, then that means that the one that's lying will get tripped up. So I thought, okay, if I ask the bird on the right.
So wait. So before we give you the answer to this particular one, tell us what you think. And be honest. Tell us what you think.
Well, yeah. So
and then tell us if you got it right. So Dejour, read it one more time.
The scenario is, there are two birds and two doors. One door leads to heaven, the other to hell. One bird lies, the other tells the truth. They both look the same and can't see each other. So imagine that you're in a room, a box room of whatever. And there is like a divider wall between the doors, but you can see both doors and you can see both birds. The birds, they both look the same and can't see each other. They can't see each other, but they know that they're there because they just can't see each other. That's the part that tripped me up the first time.
Me too.
So then so pause this right now and figure this out yourself, or maybe call someone and ask someone, because this is like a real question. It is basically, in the podcast, you see right there, it says religion and animals. So I'm thinking, okay, so then let's say I go to the bird to the right and I say, is there a bird to the left? The truthful bird will say yes. If I go to the bird on the left and I say, is there a bird to the right? He's going to say no. But it kind of trips you up though, because it's like they can't see each other. So do they really know that
it's a bird? Exactly.
Yeah. So it's like, how do you figure that out? Because if you ask one bird, is this the door to hell? The truth bird will say yes.
Right.
Then if you go on the other side and you say, is this the door to hell? The truth bird will say no.
The lying bird is going to say yes.
Yes.
Because he lies.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah.
Well, no, would it though? If I go to the bird on the right and I say, the right door, is that the door to hell? Well, you don't know which one it is, but this bird will say, yes, this is the door to hell. If I go to the other bird,
you risk the chance of both birds saying
no.
yes.
Yeah, both birds are going to say yes and no.
No, exactly, to whatever you ask.
So when we were talking about this, I actually figured it out.
He did figure it out.
I figured it out, even though we stopped it. But I won't insert it, but I figured it out.
Yeah, he did.
To figure it out, all you have to do is ask the bird something that you know to be true. You don't know which door is heaven and hell, so you can't decipher if they're telling you the truth or not. But if you ask someone, and this is not, forget the scenario for a second. Even when you're trying to trip someone else up in life, if you know the truth and you ask the question as if you don't know the truth, you'll be able to trip someone up, because they're going to give you the answer, and it has to be either true or false. You're going to know if it is true or false.
Right.
The statement that they make.
Right.
So if I ask both birds, if I go to the right and I say, whatever color of the room I'm in, let's just say if it was black, and I go to the right bird and I say, is the room black? I know that the room is black. So this bird is going to say, yes, the room is black. If I go to the left bird, this bird is going to tell me, no, the room is not black because this bird has to lie.
Right.
So I'm going to then know that the bird on the left is the liar. So then all I got to do is go to the bird on the right and say, is this the door to hell? And if he says no, it's not.
Right.
So that's how you figure out the scenario.
So tell us what you think about that one, and we're gonna go on to the next one.
That's how you figure out the scenario, and that's how you figure people out in life too. Because that was great.
That was great.
I'm happy I figured that out. I'm smart.
What if somebody? You better hope it's right, because maybe somebody else can come up with a different scenario.
Well, that
clearly makes sense. What you said.
There could be another way of figuring it out, but I don't think.
But no, I clearly believe that your way is the correct way. It makes the most sense.
You guys, this doesn't give you
it doesn't give you an answer.
It doesn't give you an answer. It's completely just a scenario. It's however you figure it out to be correct.
Right.
So that's just the way that I figure
think about it and maybe do some dialogue with someone else and see, what you guys come up with.
Yeah, even though I gave you the answer, if you agree with that, ask someone else to see what they
say.
Because it took me a good 15 minutes to
and I had to paint it in my head. I had to literally paint the picture in my head as he was speaking, and I was like, it has to be something with asking him. It has to be a particular question that I did know what the question was going to be or how I did not know.
It had to be a question. You can't figure it out yourself. Yeah.
Right.
So that's basically what we're going to be doing today. We're going to just go through some of these hypothetical questions and just these scenarios and just talk about it. This next one, though, I'm not sure. We might skip this one. This one says, if you could change sex for a week, would you do it? Do you think it's easier being male or female?
Ooh.
So first off, would you do it? Change sex for a week? And then after a week, you'll change back? If I were a boy.
Actually, yes.
You do it?
I would change sex for a week.
Do you think it's easier being male or female?
But my reasons is petty as hell.
Oh my gosh.
Because men get paid more than women do.
Okay.
So I would change my sex for a week and go back in my job as a male and get that money. And then once I get it, I'm gonna go back in there like, hey, it's me.
You're male associate?
Hell yeah. I don't care.
Wow.
There's a lot of jobs out here where men are making way more money than women, and we're doing the exact same thing. But because they're men, the industry just always thought that they supposed to be paid more because they were supposed to be the breadwinners, but that's dead and gone. Would you do it?
No.
You wouldn't change? Why?
I like being a man.
You like being a man?
Yeah, I do. Y'all do and go through too much stuff for me. That week might be the week all of a sudden, PMS hits or whatever.
Well, thank you.
I'm great. I'm fine.
Oh, okay.
I'm fine. But then what about the next one? Do you think it's easier being male or female?
I think it's easier being a male only because you guys don't have to go through all the stuff that we go through. Y'all don't have, well, I don't know. It's some bitch ass niggas out here today, so I'm starting to think they do go through what we go through.
I just always thought, even when we'll do a podcast about the Me Too movement, I just always thought each gender goes through its own thing.
No, Dejo, I will tell you this. I'm a true believer that everything is 50-50. I'm a true believer that the same shit men put out, the equal amount of shit women put out. Yeah. Dirk will tell you, I've been saying that since the day we've met. I don't care what nobody else say. Yeah. We can do the same shit you guys can do. Cheat, lie, steal, kill. We can do all of that stuff just as equal as you guys can if we choose to.
But I've always thought when people say, "Oh, it's harder being a woman," it's harder being a man too. It's just different. It's hard, different hardships.
Yeah,
different hardships. Yes, but same kind of hard.
It's hard either way. So but I think women definitely have it. I think we have it just if I had to do a 50-50, I would put it at a 49-51% on a percent scale. On a 100% scale for hardship. For women, I would give us a 51. I'll give you guys a 49.
Why would you do what extra 1%?
Only just because we do have that little. Well, oh no, I'm gonna stick to my truth. I'm gonna stick to my 50-50 because you guys have testosterone issues and all those other issues. So it's kind of equal to women hormones, and so I'm gonna stick to my 50-50.
Well, but I know that you guys go through things like your cycle and things of childbirth and stuff like that. But that I think we don't have that particular again.
But you do have your own
different
issues.
Hardships. A lot of men go through a lot of things in society where we're supposed to be on this. We're put on this pedestal above you guys, but it's we don't even necessarily want to be there. We don't even know why we're there, but being there means that there's a lot of crap surrounding that. So it's just different hardships.
It's different
I guess you'd have to be the other gender to experience it.
You do. Yeah, that would be pretty. I think that would be some.
That would be crazy.
That would be crazy. Like if you woke up and for 1 week, every male. It would have to be a month. Well, really month would probably a whole month.
But that's a real scenario of walk in my
But
shoes.
then you would literally have to take the life of the person too. Like oh my god.
That's a real scenario of walk in my shoes.
Yeah, walk in my shoes.
It's hard over here too.
Yes, Lord. That was a good one.
This next one is kind of crazy. So it says, you are at war, deciphering an intercepted code. You learn 2 things about your enemy. A single spot in their defense will be at its weakest in 10 days. Okay? And they will attack one of your cities in 5 days. What do you do with this information? What is the most efficient course of action?
Oh my God. Ooh. Damn, it's kind of, let me ponder on that for a second. So because you have 9 days where you can actually do damage to them, but they're going to attack you
10 days,
they're going to attack you within the 5 days.
You learn 2 things about your enemy. A single spot in their defense will be at its weakest.
But in 9 days.
In 10 days.
In 10 days.
And they will attack
within 5.
One of your cities in 5. What do you do with this information? So I think you could do 1 of 2 things. You can either attack them on the 4th day. Or the 5th day when they're doing it to you, but probably not. Because if you attack them on the 4th day, maybe they'll withhold for a second. But then their defense being at its weakest on the 10th day won't happen again. Won't happen because the shift happened. You know what I mean? Or you would let them attack you and then use all your manpower.
I thought about that day, but what if on that 5th day you allow them to attack you and they destroy everything and everybody?
Exactly. So it's like,
and then you not even here on that 10th day to do nothing. So I'm gonna go with just attack their ass as soon as possible, but before that 5th day. Just do it. Don't wait for them to be weak. First of all, you know the object is you should not beat down on somebody that's already weak. Go head to head. Make it an even playing field if you can. That's not always the case. But for me, in that particular scenario, I'm not waiting for no 9 days for you to be weak for you to hit me first.
You know, that's funny. Hit me first. That's always what people say. Like,
they do say, hit me first.
That's just my hit you first. And
but they can knock your ass clean out.
And I've always said that.
But you know what, Dejo? That's because you was always taught and brought up. You don't put your hands on nobody unless they put their hands on you. So you would tell them.
But even though y'all say that, I've never told someone hit me first. I will hit you first because
I always hit first.
I've seen too many. That's what I'm saying.
I've always hit first.
I've always hit first because I'm like I'm not about
taking
to
that
let
chance.
you put your hands on me.
Yeah,
first
I never took that chance
for whatever.
I never took that chance because I used to get beat up.
Oh well.
Yeah, so I got bullied. In elementary school, really, really, really bad. So we'll talk about bullying later. But I think from that point on, it just something came over me, and But anywho, I'm going to tackle on the 4th day.
I don't even know what point. I think because maybe I grew up in the social media realm, seeing all those videos of like people just getting knocked out from the first punch.
Yeah, I know.
I don't want you to put your hands on me anyway. So I'm like, I'm not going to ask you first of all. Hit me first. I'm just going to hit you first.
Right, yeah.
You asked me to hit you first. I said, okay.
Yeah, you not waking up.
Because I don't think I'm just going to hit you once and that's going to be it. No, I'm going to hit you.
Right. But Dejo, you might not remember this, but I know like some of our listeners, if you remember back in the day when you wanted to fight somebody, you would take your shoulder, you would bump them. Like y'all be standing there just bumping like you about to fucking break dance. That's how it used to be back in the day. Like it wasn't all this, we pulling out knives, we going to shoot up to school. But for the scenario, that's a whole nother situation. But for the scenario, I'm gonna go with I'm coming for you before the 5th day. Just that's it.
Just do it then, right?
Just do it then, right? As soon as you get the code, just do it. Because if it's gonna take them 10 days to be at their weeks, but think about it though. Also, too, you're gonna get a battle because they're not gonna be weak until 10 days. So that means within the 10 days they strong.
But I think you'd rather battle.
Hell yeah! You always wanna have a level playing field. That's I think the moral of the scenario is.
This next one is: would you rather be deaf or blind?
My God.
I'd rather be deaf.
I'd rather be deaf.
I can't imagine not seeing something.
I'd rather be deaf. You know what? I always contemplate on if like something was to happen to me, if I was in a car accident, I like just to touch on something a long time ago. I remember when I was growing up, people used to be like, "Oh, you so exceeded, you so exceeded." I don't even know if people even use that word anymore. But it wasn't that I was exceeded. It was just that I had confidence in myself, and my confidence did not conceded. What I say? Exceeded. Yeah. So yes, that's what I'm saying. People don't even use it no more. But it's not that I was conceited. It was just that I had confidence. And if you don't have confidence in yourself, you shouldn't be expecting it from someone else or for somewhere else. So, and having said that, people say, well, what if you was in a car accident and a window smashed your face? That has nothing to do with my confidence. I'm just going to be a confident ass bitch with a cut on her face. That's how I always felt. But if I had to be blind or deaf, I'd rather be deaf. Ain't really nothing out here that's going on that I care to hear.
Mine is for different. I could not imagine seeing.
Well,
I just couldn't imagine it. So you'd have to be blind, but I can kind of sort of imagine being deaf. Because I feel like there's it. Well, I don't know. So me looking on the outside, I feel like it would be easier to be deaf because now we have our sign language. Being blind though, you'd have to like feel. You'd have to get those senses right. But then people who use it's called Brillo, right?
Yeah.
That's like
no
crazy.
Braille.
That's crazy to me to just feel.
That's so impressive to me. I used to actually work at Gallaudet. I had a job at Gallaudet in the telecommunication department for the deaf, where we would do all their doctor's appointments and stuff like that. And I was always impressed. Like they really self-sufficient, believe it or not. But you have to have it. You have to. But if I had to choose, I think I would choose to be deaf and blind.
Yeah.
I would choose to be deaf and blind.
Would you rather forget who you were or who everyone else was?
Would I rather forget
who you are or
who I
everyone
am
else is?
Than would I rather forget who I am than who everybody else is? Oh, you know what, Dave? I think I'll forget who everybody else is.
Yeah, me too.
Because then I can probably give some people a clean slate, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna leave it right there.
Well, yeah. I would rather. Yeah, I'd rather forget myself because I know if I know myself, even though like I completely forgot you guys, there would be memories. You'd have to have memories, and I would just have to know like, okay, I have to relearn this. But then I guess because I wouldn't even know if I trust you like that.
Then But because you're choosing to forget everybody else.
Yeah, so I wouldn't even like me myself. I'm so apprehensive of people. I'd have to be like, you'd come to me and be like, we're like you or Bailey would like we're like the best of friends.
That's like somebody losing their memory.
Exactly. You lose your memory of everyone else except yourself.
Right.
So I feel like it would be easier though for me to. I don't want to lose who I am.
Some days I do, but
so maybe. I'm going to have to change my answer.
I'm not going to change my answer.
I'm going to have to change my answer. I think I would rather forget who I am than everyone else.
So when you say you rather, tell me what that means to you when you say you rather forget who you are.
Well, opposed to forgetting everyone else.
Yes.
I feel like I've found who I am pretty early in life compared to my peers. Like I know exactly who I am. It's just about me navigating the world now. So I feel like I could do it again. Like if I was set here with a decision and I had to choose, I feel like I could do this for myself again. But I know that my circle is amazing of my immediate family and friends.
Okay.
So I feel like I've created the circle to where you guys would help me
navigate back to where you were. Okay.
And it would be a clean slate for me because I'd be finding myself again in a new way. So is it safe to say that you don't want to be who you are today? No.
Okay.
But if I had to choose, I don't want to try to. I feel like it would be harder to figure out who this amazing circle that you know that I have. It would be so hard. I could not imagine losing all that we've built. I'd rather lose myself than all that I have built with you.
I'm going to stick to my answer.
Okay. Why would you? So you'd rather lose the memories and everything of people that you built?
Yeah, I think because my road to today was not the brightest and wasn't the happiest, wasn't the best all the time. And I think there's more things I'd rather forget than remember.
Of the people and everything else.
Yes. Yep.
Oh.
So
then how do you think you would navigate that if you had to choose and then you'd wake up the next day, boom?
Because now I know. Because now I would know not to be so trusting of certain things, or not to just accept certain things, and to speak up when you should speak up and be silent when you should be silent. Mm-hmm. I would know that because I'm still who I am, and now I can see it coming towards me. Mm-hmm. So then it's kind of tricky.
So then how would that work with the people around you? How would that work with Dirk? How would that work with me and you? Because then we would lose this. Because you don't even know who I am.
I guess in a way you're gonna lose something. Period, though.
Yes, but I feel like if I were to, it being where you are now.
So if you change yourself, doesn't mean that you are still gonna have what you and I have.
But I would work. It would be easier to work towards.
But it doesn't mean you're going to have it.
But it would be easier to work towards that. If you were to forget everyone else around you, why would you even want to be? You wouldn't even want to be around these people because you don't even know who they are. You'd want to go out and figure out.
In some cases, you're right.
Right. So then that's me. That's me asking you: do you feel like in your life there's more bad than good?
Oh my.
Because then that's the thing. That's why I switched my answer, because I feel like there's so much positivity around who I surround myself with.
I'm glad you have that in your life today.
I'd find it. I'd find myself. I'd find myself. Because I'd have trusting people to rely on. So if you yourself,
I guess I gotta do some soul searching. You just opened up something to me.
Mm-hmm. Because that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You okay?
Dang, that's crazy. I still would probably just right now today I would still stick to my answer. I don't know if I'll say that in a month or so, but today, yeah, I don't have. To me, it seemed like everything is always bad. Not all the time, but a lot of the times it is. And I just try to make the positive. Okay. You know what I mean? So, and I've been doing it like that so long that for me to erase it all and try to start over again, I think I would probably have a much better outcome. I'd probably be a lot more trusting and easy forgiving or whatever. I don't know why that just broke me down. All right, so we're back. So
we took a quick pause.
Had a little moment there. You know, that question kind of hit me like a ton of bricks when we was digging into it, but I digress. I digress. I'm lunching. All right, okay. So yeah. So again, I still stick to my answer, and I'm just gonna leave it right there.
All right, so we're gonna move on to would you rather get uglier or dumber?
Uglier. Even though your girl cute. So I don't know. But no, I'd rather be ugly all day than to be dumb. Because it's some pretty dumb motherfuckers out here in these streets, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's hands down. Knowledge is power, baby. Beauty, no. That shit ain't gonna get you nowhere long term. You gonna do all right.
This one's different. Okay, this one is about life. It says, if you got to choose between 50 years of being incredibly happy, or to live forever and be unhappy, what would you choose?
Ooh.
See, I'm someone that loves.
I don't want to live unhappy. Yeah. I don't want to be on this earth for no lifetime of being unhappy. So I'm sorry if the day I was born, somebody asked me that question. I'm like, just give me my 50 years. As long as I know I'm going to be happy. And that's real talk right there. I'm all about happy. I'm all about like my niece said, Auntie, all about the fun. It's not even just about that. It's about I'm just all about happy. I'm all about laughter.
I'm someone who loves the idea of immortality. So I don't know. Because I feel like I already know, like, my first thing would be like, oh, but I can spend my time making other people happy. Mm-hmm. And I would just live unhappy, but then it'd be like, what's the point of living? But then I'd feel like I was like someone who was put there to do that and not take, happiness from it. I don't know.
Oh no!
But that doesn't mean that you're indestructible. So you could. Well, no, you're immortal. You're immortal. Mm-hmm. So maybe I don't know. That's tough with me. Neither here nor there.
So you gonna use my term neither here nor there? Oh, you okay?
What would you do if you found out you had 24 hours to live?
Oh, if I had 24 hours to live,
I mean, what could you do? Well, I mean,
man. Let me tell you something. Well, let me.
24 hours is not a lot of time.
24 hours is not a long time, and just think about it like this. Now, think about it like this. Tomorrow, somebody could tell you that. So if y'all out here listening, think about it now. What would you do?
You know what I think I'd do? I would command that our immediate family be here. Uh-huh. I would command that my 4 best friends be here. Uh-huh. And I would say, let some of us go get some food. Let some of us go get some alcohol. Let some of us bring those drugs here for a second for those who like to partake. And I want to live here with you guys for these next, however long it's going to take some of y'all to get here, make 2 or 3 hours. I want to be here and take up your time for the next almost 20 hours. 20 and we're going to be in this house wherever we are for the next 20 hours. And I want this to be the happiest time
of your life,
of my life, because it literally is.
Right.
I think that's what I would do. I would command people to be here.
Oh, wow. That's nice, Dave. That's nice. I'll
and at
make
the end of that,
for you by any means necessary.
And then at the end of that, when the time is dwindled down, we can cry and stuff then. But then right now, we're about to be happy, lit, and all those things.
Yeah.
And honestly, yeah.
Okay.
That's what that would be. What would you do?
Oh, wow. I mean, that's awesome right there. That's awesome but you know what, Dejo? That's awesome, but I want to also see you, because you said that's something that you would want to do in your last 24 hours. You should do that anyway. I mean, you leave the drugs out, but I know, but it's just a question. It's just a question.
Well, no, yeah, but in a sense, like I do have fun with family and friends. Like we do that, you know what I'm saying? But if I had just those last 24 hours, I'd be like, I'd want to do that again times whatever. Yeah.
What would I do in my last 24 hours? I definitely would want to. I think I would exhaust all my credit cards, my savings account, my checking account. I'm gonna gather all y'all up and we gonna take flight. I mean, we just gonna be together. Me, your brother, Leia, Lil Dirt, Brendan, and everybody just gonna have to be on pause, because we just gonna take flight. I probably be like, let's just go to Paris. That's just fly me back home. That's just where, I just don't know. I don't care how long it take me to get there. That's not about what it's gonna be. It's gonna be about me trying to make that one lasting memory of something that's on my bucket list, but I'm doing it with you guys. You know what I mean? So yeah, and even Mom, like I have to bring Mom along too. Seriously, though, boy, is this your last 24 hours while you barking on my podcast? Boy, but yeah. So yeah, that's what I think. That's what I like to think I would do. I'm definitely gonna get the fuck up out of here. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
I was just thinking 24 hours not a lot of time.
It's not a lot of time.
Or doing, yeah.
No, but you can make it happen. It's gonna cost you. But you can make it happen. So yeah.
Exhaust credit cards, you gonna die with a debt.
They're gonna be looking at me like, did she really just? Yes. Sorry, Dirk, but yeah.
Would you rather have to say everything that comes to your mind or never say anything again?
I would rather say like everything that comes to my mind, because the world is so salty today, because people are not saying what they feel and what they believe. It whether it's wrong or right. I'm gonna leave that.
But everything that comes to your mind,
everything.
Yeah, I'd rather
everything. I would rather say it. I damn near do. But sometimes I just put it on reserve, but I'm about to stop that too. But go ahead.
If a close friend murdered someone for good reason, but you couldn't go to the police, how would you dispose of the body, or would you turn them in? Well, first of all, are you going to help them, or are you turning them in?
I ain't helping you, and I ain't turning you in.
Well, you have to choose one.
No, read the question.
How would you dispose of the body, or would you turn them in?
Oh my Lord.
Well, first of all, I feel as though I can't turn you in.
So
because you did it for a reason, and whatever that it has to be a reason that I understand. So it's like I can't turn you in.
But that's so funny because that's a catch 2020, man. Yeah. You ain't kill him. But at the same token, you gonna get just as much time because you didn't turn their asses in.
So how would you dispose of the body?
How good is the fridge?
How would you dispose of the body?
Now let me tell you something. Now Noonie, I'm gonna help. Tamika, I'm gonna help y'all now. Just so you know, I'm gonna help y'all now.
Yeah, so then how would you do it?
How would I dispose of the body?
Channel lady?
Man, I'm going back and I'm going way back to the movie Point of No Return. Putting your ass in that bathtub. We gonna sit there. We gonna get our wine. Put that acid on your ass till you done. Then I'm gonna feed my dog your bones.
Oh my God.
That's a lot of ID channel right there, baby. That's probably how I would do it. I mean, hypothetically speaking.
Well, yeah. This is hypothetical. Hypothetically speaking. I need to figure out who knew you was here. Did you have a car? If it's just you, it's just your body. You came over here for whatever reason, and then you died. This is what I'm gonna do because I'm a Libra. I get to the nitty gritty.
I ain't getting to no nitty gritty.
I get to the nitty gritty. We're gonna do it like professionals.
To let you know the best.
We're gonna do it like professionals.
To let you know the best.
I got cash. Show me. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get this car. We're gonna take a trip somewhere far. Some states far. Okay. States far.
Okay.
Nice motel, hotel. Mm-hmm. Go out somewhere, use the cash. Go home, get the acid from somewhere. Get the bleach and whatever else. Bathtub, chop them
But I'm gonna tell you what my husband always.
And then on the way back, and then on the way back, you could be states away. On the way back, every state, just drop a little bit here and there.
You be well traveled.
Well traveled. Place them out. I mean, something like that. It has to be something.
Yeah, but that's you better know that's hypothetical because with the cameras on the highways and all that other shit, man, we going down.
Yeah,
we going down together like hell too. But no, let me tell you, Dirk always say one other person knowing is too many people.
Yeah.
So if you kill a motherfucker, please don't call me. Just do that shit yourself. But I will help y'all.
Yeah. If it had to always be nighttime or always daytime, which would you choose?
Daytime. I'm a daytime person.
Yeah. Nighttime just makes it feel.
Now, would you live in those countries or those?
Well, yeah, you always knew I always wanted to go to the University of Alaska. Where it's like
do it, though.
Most of the year's daytime and then 30 days a month.
The suicide rate is so high. You need daylight, man. But you know what? Some of you motherfuckers don't deserve this daylight.
Oh God.
Some of y'all deserve to live in the dark. Some of y'all, not all of y'all, but some of y'all. But I couldn't go to those places. I would lose my mind. I hate when it rains and the sun don't come out. Ew. I just drag and drink so much coffee during them times. I don't know.
What would you? This next one says, would you accept a 30K a week job offer where you get paid to sit in a pitch black room and do nothing for 8 hours a day?
I for sure no. Hell yeah, I sleep them goddamn 8 hours. Everybody know I loves my naps. I could do it.
But I feel like you're sitting and you're probably sitting in a chair because you're sitting.
I don't care what I'm sitting in. I'll sit my black ass right there for 8 hours a day and get that $30,000 a week. Yes, I would. You wouldn't do a day?
I don't know. I don't know if I could.
You don't know if you could?
8 hours of nothing but sitting there?
Some motherfuckers do that at work right now. It just ain't dark.
I can't. If you were a superhero, which of your friends would you pick as your sidekick, and what would your respective powers be? You don't know nothing about that.
I know about superheroes.
Mom, when them kids came around for Halloween, you ain't know who was.
Oh, I was saying them costumes.
You were.
Damn.
You did not know nothing.
Oh my God. Who would yours be?
Well, I feel like my sidekick would have to be, if I had to choose one, it'd have to be Joseph, because he knows. Mm-hmm. And then I feel like I would have the powers of, superhero. I'd have to be Iron Man.
Okay.
And as my sidekick, I would probably make him Hawkeye.
Hawkeye. Okay.
Wait, no, who is that? Not Hawkeye. You don't even know who that is, first of all.
I'm about to ask, and he's alongside Iron Man and them, right?
No. Well, yeah, he's in the movie, but not alone. Iron Man doesn't have a sidekick.
No, he don't have a sidekick, but he played.
He played in the movie. He played in the Marvel movies. I'd probably have to make Joseph. Yeah, I'll make Joseph Hawkeye. Because it has to be, you're my sidekick. You have to be, with me. If you had to travel 100 years into the past or 100 years into the future, which would you choose?
I'm going ahead.
Same.
Y'all ask yourself these questions.
This is a good one. Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. This is a world hypothetical one. It says, would you rather end all wars or world hunger?
World hunger.
World hunger.
I would rather win. I just don't even. First of all, that just makes me question the world we live in today, where people are out here hungry, where kids are hungry. I was just at Food Line, or I don't know if somebody got a $5 food box, and I just ran in there to get a loaf of bread.
Giant.
I wasn't at Giant. Giant's not past my job.
Oh,
but I just ran in to grab the bread, and they had a $5 box that said "Feed the Homeless." Like every time I go into those grocery stores during this time, I always make sure I pick up one of those boxes. Hey, you guys, I challenge you guys to go into the grocery store, pick up those $5 boxes, and snap a picture of your receipts down below in the comments. I challenge you. Sharice, Noonie, Cammy, Tosh, Little Dirk, Joseph, Tierra, Tamika, Siobhan, all of y'all, Janetta, Lily, Rowe, all of y'all in the, all of y'all. It's a bunch of you guys. We appreciate all of our followers. Kim, Leia, all of you guys. I challenge you. Go into your local, I think it was either Food Line or Wise, but Deja said Giant have the boxes too. Yeah. They're only $5. Pick up one of those boxes and put your receipt down in the bottom of the comment, or shoot me a picture of your receipt in my messages, and I'm going to give you guys a shout out. I'm big time. I'm not big time, but still, I love you guys. But I still give you a shout out for everybody who sends me their receipt. And as long as the receipts keep coming throughout the rest of the year, we doing a podcast. Even when we come back next year, I'm going to still give you guys a shout out. Okay, do that. Feed the hungry.
Yes. So it says you can pick any 3 people. This one's kind of easy. I already know. You can pick any 3 people in the world to be marooned on an island with. Who do you choose and why? Well, I'm choosing the big 3. I'm choosing Tierra, Bailey, and Joseph.
If I had to be on an island, okay, I need somebody with some survival skills. So I'm gonna. There's a lot of things you're gonna need in your lifetime. You want to be over there on that island. Let me see. I'm definitely gonna bring Dirk.
Okay.
And then I need to choose between. But see, because Dirk bring the funny and he bring the serious, so.
And the skill.
And he brings the skill, so he has all those qualities. So now I'm trying to think, what else? Maybe I'm gonna bring my dog.
Persons.
Oh, you said persons?
It is persons.
It is persons. Okay. You know what then?
What is the way on it, Mom?
I don't know, but he can go catch that fish out.
Y'all gonna eat him.
I don't know. So let me see. Who else would I bring? Who are already stuck in the island with Dirk? It gotta be. Ooh, Deja, that's a good one. Maybe I'm gonna bring. I'm gonna only get one more person?
Yep. 2. Well, you get 2. You chose dirt, so it's 2 more people.
So it's so 2 more people. I'll just bring you and your brother.
Oh, okay. All right. If you had to be stuck in a TV show for a month, what show would you pick? And what character would you be? Oh, so you couldn't be yourself? Oh, well, what character would you be?
Let's see. I'm gonna be stuck on the show. Okay. If I had to be stuck on the show for a whole month, the funniest show I would be stuck on is, I'm not even joking, Everybody Loves Raymond. I would be so stuck on that show, and I'm gonna be Deborah. I'm gonna be the wife.
I'm gonna choose Will and Grace, and I'm gonna be Karen.
I would like to think I would have said Good Times, but I ain't trying to be stuck on Good Times with Bookman keep trying to put their ass out every month.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna choose Will and Grace.
Motherfucking JJ and that motherfucking couch.
That's the first thing I thought of was Will and Grace.
Will and Grace. No, I'm going with Everybody Loves Raymond. I'm about to be the wife. That joint cracks me up every day. Every day. That's all I watch.
A building is on fire. Do you save a sibling, or 4 strangers?
Really? Really? The fact that you even have that people are asking this question. They be like, oh, but you could probably save more people. I don't know, y'all.
So you choose your sibling?
Heck yeah.
Over the 4 strangers?
Yeah. You ain't gonna save your brother. You gonna go save 4 motherfuckers that's just gonna.
Well, no, you have to think about the part where it's like 4 lives for one. You have to think about that part. Even though, yes, you know one of the lives, you have to think about that.
I ain't got to think about that.
It's something to think about.
It ain't shit to think about. All you gonna get is a thank you from them 4 people. I mean, you're gonna get the thank you from your sibling too, but you'll still have your sibling. I don't need 4 new strangers in my life. I don't want them to die. I'm gonna throw y'all back in some rope or some shit like that, but I'm not. Hands down. Dang.
No, because it's you have to think. It's 4 souls to 1. It is. It's 4 souls. Could you save 4 concrete souls, or would you just save 1? Now let's kick that scenario without knowing one of them your sibling. Would you rather choose the 4 over the 1, right?
But that's not what you said.
Well, no, but I'm kicking you a new scenario.
Oh.
Now it's kicked over there. Now kick it back. Answer the question. 4 to 1.
Boy,
you choose the 4 souls over the 1, right?
I would choose
right,
the
and that's
4
an easy
over the
decision.
1.
But now it becomes hard because the 1.
It does not become hard. That's not hard at all.
It's hard for me.
Well, damn.
It is only because I know that there's a potential to save majority of the people.
I don't give a shit about saving no majority of no people. Your brother gonna cuss your ass out, don't he?
Probably.
Boy,
I can't really make a decision. I can't really.
Well, that's you. I ain't even thinking twice. I'm going up in there for my sibling.
I'm going to end up saving him, yes, but it's like that's
How
still.
You know? You said 1.
It's still it's 1 to 4, so I feel like that would be hard. I end up choosing him because that just feels like the right thing to do. But it's just like, ugh.
Yeah, that's sometimes that's life. Those are the choices. Life ain't always easy, but I tell you what, I ain't. Now, what you should have said, if your life depended on it, you saving your sibling and you die. And you save the 4 people and you live, what would you do?
Say it again.
Same scenario.
Okay.
Your sibling's in there. There's 4 other people in there. Mm-hmm. You can get to your sibling, but you're going to die. You're going to save them. Mm-hmm. Your sibling, but you're going to die. Mm-hmm. Or you can save the 4 people and all of y'all make it out. What you do?
Save your sibling and then you die, or then you could save the 4 people
and live.
So then the thing about that though, because I'm still thinking about the numbers part, that means that 5 people are about to die today for 1 to live. or I could end up saving. Because then, see, like my issue with the first one is that I was still thinking about the fact that we could have a potential to save 4 people. I would think like, oh, my sibling would want that, or you know what I'm saying? Because that seems to be morally right.
Right.
But then, so then, like, even though you just hit me with that one, it's still kind of the same thing. So then I feel like a better scenario for that one would be like, if there were 2 siblings in the building, would I rather save one sibling and come out alive, or save the other sibling and then I'll die for that sibling? What decision would you make?
What you talking about? You have a sibling in a single room.
Yo,
and
wait, hold on.
With the 4 people?
Hold on. No,
I'm trying to understand what you asking.
So let me ask you this one, because it's kind of like what you just asked, but it's a little different. So what would you choose? Oh, I'll be specific. A building is burning.
Okay.
In one room, and then there's another room. One room, this has your sibling in it.
Okay.
The other room also has your sibling in it.
With other people?
No, just your other sibling. Both rooms have your sibling in it, and this building is burning down, right? Hold on. Hold on.
You petty as shit. I believe fair.
If you save the sibling on the right, you both come out of this. If you save the sibling on the left, you're sacrificing yourself, and they will make it out. What would you do?
So you saying if I save one sibling,
you'll both come out.
We'll both come out. But then if I save the other one, what about it?
You'll die.
I'll die.
Yes.
I'm gonna let this shit go. Stick to the question. Because I know the question everybody's gonna be thinking is, it's gonna depend on who the sibling is for some of y'all who got multiples. For some of y'all who got multiples, it's gonna be like who's in the building.
Right.
That's automatically people are gonna be like, fuck that. Stick to the question. Stick to the script. Stick to the script.
Well, stop changing my scenario.
Stick to the script.
If you won $10 million and had to spend it in 5 days, what would you spend it on?
10 million? I could damn sure enough spend 10 million in 5 days. I like to think I couldn't, but I could.
Oh,
and
I had an answer. I just put out my
go
answer.
ahead.
I know it. No, you give yours first.
Dejon, I would spend most of the money, wouldn't even be on me.
Well, mine isn't on me at all.
Well, mine's gonna be on me.
But mine would be come back to me through the graces of how would I spent it on.
Okay, what did you do? What you gonna do?
I would buy Dirk his trucking company.
With 5 million?
10 million.
That's a lot of money. You don't need 10 million to do
it. Dirk would have one in Virginia. Multiple drivers. Insurances, trucks.
Yeah.
He'd have one in Pennsylvania. He'd have one in New York. Run by my brother. He'd have one in LA. I would just do it. I'd just buy all the buildings, all the trucks in those states new.
Right. And then the money
would be put in for like insurance. Yeah. I'd give him his banging startup. And I know that it'd come back to you.
It's gonna come back to you. Yeah.
I'll be a partner.
See, and I didn't think about that type of investment. But one of the things that I've always wanted to do was I always wanted to open up a shelter, a nonprofit shelter. I don't want people to have to pay for it.
Could you spend all that $10 million in 5 days?
I would spend it. I would spend the $10 million in 5 days. One, I'm keeping my house that I'm in right now because it has all the amenities. I'm just going to do some upgrades on it. That's it. This motherfucker gonna be like a mansion on the corner. But I would do some upgrades to it. You already know you gotta go. So I would just buy you something that you can have. Like get your brother something that's permanently his. Put mine something. Like not nothing massive that's gonna be costing hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. But then I would want to get that nonprofit shelter up off the ground. So I can definitely spend the $10 million. And I would definitely invest it in. I would definitely have to get some money coming back to me. You know, me and sister, we still trying to get some commercial property up off the ground. So I'm like, sister, what do you need to get this property? So yeah, I definitely would make. I think the nonprofit will keep me blessed just by having.
As always, for $10 million, just like so much to try to spend in 5
Not me. I can spend that. But
I could literally spend it on just something that I know I would give back, and I'm just like. Well,
yeah.
That first thing I thought of was Dirk and his trucking company.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that day. He would definitely love that. Go and get that $10 million. I hit the scratch off the day I spent $1. I hit it for $50. 50 bones for a $1 scratch.
Like that.
I am. I'm buying him lunch.
What about me?
What about you? I just filled your gas tank up.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, look at that. And that already took up half my $50, $36. See? Already giving back.
If you could domesticate any animal in the world to be your pet, what would it be? To where it wouldn't like backfire on you. You know what I mean? Kind of like what happened with the ape and the lady and blah blah.
Nah, I ain't fucking around.
No, but like if you could literally do that though, to where they'd be like domesticated like even further than Doughboy even, what animal would you choose?
I'm not really that big on animals, so you the one that's into all that mess.
Yeah, I'd have to choose something fast, but something vicious, but not too bulky. I have to choose like a leopard or a cheetah.
Oh yeah,
something like that. Yeah.
Oh okay.
All right, we're gonna give him one more. Let's go to the next page, and we're giving one more good one. One more good one. Okay, wait. With two more, because this one you're gonna want this one. This is just a question for you.
Okay.
If your life was like Seinfeld, what character would you be?
Oh my lord, I'll be Jerry.
I don't even know who that is.
You asked me a question. I'll be Jerry. I'll be Jerry Seinfeld.
Would you give up your true love for $100 million?
Would I give up so you basically asked me, would I give up Dirk for $100 million? Shit, I think he'd kick me out. He'd be like, Case, are you crazy? You gonna get that money. I see you when you get that check.
Oh, wait, these are good. Wait, no, two more. How will you describe, because this is my favorite color, how will you describe blue to a blind person?
Ooh, oh my lord, how would I describe blue
to a blind person? And this is my favorite color, so let me see.
Ooh,
this is someone who's been blind for the whole life, so they've never seen color. So how would you even describe this color?
First, you have to see, by being your favorite color, you feel some type of way about blue than I would.
Yeah.
So you have to figure out how you feel about the color.
Well, let me just talk about it openly.
Okay.
It is my favorite color.
Okay.
I would say, because you can't reference anything.
Right.
I would say it's dark. It's subtle in a way that is very precious.
But when you tell them that it's dark compared to what?
What they don't see.
Okay.
So I would say it's dark and it's mute in a way that is so, and I'm about to get deep with this because it's so precious. It's so caring. And it's so giving of light, but not too much as in to make someone shy. Mm-hmm. It's a very humble color. Mm-hmm. It doesn't care to be seen, but you do see it.
Okay.
It will brighten your day, and it will be there for you in the darkest of times.
Okay. So I was actually picturing it with my eyes closed, what you were saying. Mm-hmm. And I would think that was the best thing ever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Royal blue for those of you out there. I love all shades of blue, but royal blue.
Royal blue
is my favorite.
Royal blue. That's nice. Okay, well, I'll let you.
What's your favorite color?
You know my favorite color.
So then describe that. Don't describe blue. Describe your favorite color.
Which is brown.
Right.
Oh, if I had to paint a picture of brown.
I just started talking.
I know. So everything about brown to me is calm. It's warm. It's it's shy. It blends. That's funny because to me it's shy, but it can also blend. And it's not as dark as a person would think it is just because you saying the tone brown. Mm-hmm. You know? So I don't know. That's what I get. That's what I got.
I could translate that into better words for you.
Go ahead.
I think you would be saying in what you just said, if we were trying to describe it to someone who's blind, mm-hmm. I think we would say, imagine, I'm really good with my words, you know that. Imagine the wind hitting your arm. It's a calming feeling. It's slightly cold. Then imagine you being at your most peaceful state and feeling calm within yourself. Mm-hmm. And then imagine those times where something just wouldn't give. It was hard and it was strong. Mm-hmm. And it's unmoving. It was completely balanced. Mm-hmm. Steadfast. And it knew exactly who it was and what it was meant to be. Mm-hmm. And people overlook it, but they always rely on it.
Ooh, dang. That is brown.
And that's brown.
Damn, people do be overlooking my
but
shade.
But they always use the shade.
But they always use my shade. There y'all have it right there. Look, there's your, that's what I meant. That's what I meant to say.
Oh my God.
That is funny.
All right, this is a good game, and there's like way more pages that we could do.
We'll do a part 2.
Yeah, we'll do a part 2.
You know.
Well, we're almost at. Okay, so I'm gonna do one more. One more. Yeah, one more good one because we're almost at an hour. So I think we can just do the hour.
Okay.
What is one piece of advice you would give to your younger self?
Be patient. No.
Think about this for a second.
The one piece of advice that I would give to my younger self is to slow. Well, it's the same thing. So I'm gonna say be patient, slow down. That's what I would say.
Be patient, slow down.
Like slow down. Be patient. That's what I would say. Be patient. I had no patience.
I'm gonna say.
I don't even think I have any now. So fuck. You say that to my grown self.
I'm gonna say give more.
Give more? It's not in your nature.
It is in my nature. It is in my nature.
It can be
more
in
so.
Your nature.
More so now.
More so
it can be especially if I want to.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So I would say to my younger self, I'd say give more.
You gonna say it to your younger self? Mm-hmm. Give more.
Mm-hmm. Meaning just to give more or do more or really I'm thinking give more of myself to people. Maybe I would have figured it out faster. I would say give more. And that was great.
That was amazing.
That was great. I can't wait to listen to this, and I can't wait for you guys to hear this. So, this was DJ
and Belle,
and you were listening to I'm a Rant. Please like, comment. You know what? We want to talk about that support factor.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we are.
Because if we were celebrities, we have 1 million views right now. We have 100,000 subscribers right now.
I can't. Well, thank you guys for listening. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.